the Hornets ended up drafting Brandon Miller from Alabama. I was shocked about this one. I thought that the Charlotte Hornets was going to draft Scoot Henderson. But my player comparison was Jabari Smith Jr. He's a wing with a crazy jump shot. Underrated defensively. He's pretty damn good. He's a well-rounded player, and I feel like this pick fits the Hornets for what they're trying to do, because definitely they're trying to get rid of Gordon Hayward. They feel content with LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier as their backcourt, so that's probably why they didn't want to select Scoot Henderson. That would be my thoughts on that. But how does Brandon Miller help? He gives you a well-rounded player to go alongside LaMelo Ball. Brandon Miller, I don't know, it seems like every time he gets into a new situation, he kind of feels it out, and then the Brandon Miller we see from Alabama comes on out and balls out. Now, he's on a team where there are multiple scorers, like LaMelo Ball, like Terry Rozier, and Miles Bridges, who had just returned. But despite all that, he's averaging just under 15 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and just under a block and a steal per game. Now, as far as the report is concerned, I was correct as far as, the ceiling. I compared him to Jabari Smith Jr., and I feel like that was like an accurate comparison because they're similar, except Smith is the better rebounder. I think that's the only difference between the two. And Miller, his role is simply to score. And I think that he's done well for him being like the third or the fourth option on the team, because Gordon Hayward is taking some of his shots as well. And he's been healthy a majority of the season. But as far as my early rookie report from Brandon Miller, I think he's just fine. I think he's doing what he is supposed to do with the role that he's been given. But if he was in a different situation where he had to be the second option, I would have a better understanding on whether he's going to live up to being the number 2 overall pick. But for what his job requires, this is a successful choice by the Charlotte Hornets.